Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode of Jamba Hydrated, and today we are doing Jampardy, the 5th episode of Jampardy. Asante kwa hii jani hadi tumefika Jampardy number 5. Na najua everyone is excited. Ama vipi
on the road.
Nanze tuko on the road, nanze tuko Waterloo. Uko nini episode 4 Carlos alitesa. So leo tumekuja home kwake hapa hivi. Ndio tuone kama atairetain hiyo title. So leo na cheki tumekaa venye teams ziko. So kila team itajiintroduce. Tuanze na host.
Okay, so mimi naitwa Carlos hapa. Karibuni kwanza watu wangu, karibuni Waterloo. Niliwaambia hapa watu hatuna pesa lakini quality life is good. Welcome. Maisha ni nzuri. Na huko watu hatuna haraka, maisha raha.
Kabisa.
So mlikuwa mnataka ka vacation break from Toronto.
Kabisa.
Sema kelele mingi, noise pollution,
light pollution.
But yeah, so leo tuko hapa tuna Jampardy hata tunaenda kwa so to you babu.
Kama kawaida, babu hapa, sina wajukuu. Pamoja mimi na Carlos, team Nubian Panthers.
Panthers.
Straight up. Come
hapa hivi. Agua
boys.
Agua
boys.
Waterloo. Agua boys hapa hivi.
Agua boys.
Team captain mwenyewe hapo hivyo. Nakuja ku defend 2-time champion.
Champion.
Nakuja kuendeleza ushindi. Nimesema acha nibebe grandpapa.
Agua team. Agua boys. Kabisa.
Mchina Mkenya.
Sisi ni Franto. Na Anto. Tumekuja kujaribu luck kwa hii game ya Jampardy leo.
Luck hapa. Hapo ready.
Hapo la team. Tumekuja kuua huko.
Kabisa, na wanasema the first watakuwa last na the last watakuwa first.
Yes.
So leo na nini ndio wataanza huko Franto.
Categories ni gani?
So categories tuko na 5 categories. So we have African rivers. We have random. African countries. African infrastructure. And lastly tuko na African sports. So venye na wapasia
tuangu ajua.
Ni ya kwanza ianze
Draft.
na wakumbusha tu rules kidogo. So ukibuzz wa kwanza lazima ujibu. Usipojibu unapata negative. Lakini ukibuzz wa pili ama number 3 uko na chance ya kusema pass na hautafainiwa. Lakini ukijibu right unapata hiyo nini correct. Alafu kutakuwa na two questions zenye zitakuwa na double. So if you get it right, you get double the score. But if you get it wrong, unatolewa tu the same score. Alafu huko mwisho utakuwa na bonus question yenye una bet. So una bet na do yenye uko nayo. Kama hauna do uko negative, utapewa 1000 ya kubet. Okay. So good luck manze, good luck. So tuanze.
First team.
Tuko na jibu, tupe swali ya African infrastructure for 500.
What is the largest and busiest shipping terminal in sub-Saharan Africa? You have 10 seconds. The largest and busiest shipping terminal in sub-Saharan Africa. $500. So Nubian Panthers.
I think Mombasa.
Mombasa is wrong.
In Cape Town, no?
The largest and busiest shipping terminal in sub-Saharan Africa is the port of Durban. Iko South Africa.
Lazima
Mimi
ungejua
najua iko liko South Africa, bashiko najua iko wapi.
Mimi kwanza.
No, mimi kwa dhani siko najua iko South
Twende,
Africa.
twende.
Bado sisi.
Yeah.
infrastructure hii.
Random 500.
Random for 500. Go big or go home. So nitawaloka hapo hivi. Nyote mko locked.
Yes. No, I'm not. Yes.
Okay. Name all the 3 colors in the Malian flag. You have 10 seconds. The 3 colors in the Malian flag. Agua boys.
Yellow, green, red.
Yellow, green and red is indeed correct. So that's 500 for the Agua boys. Wow. Let's go.
Yeah, Carlos.
African rivers 500.
African rivers for 500. Go big or go home. Okay. Give the 3 names of the main parts of the Volta River.
What?
The 3 parts of the main. Give the names
Parts
of
of
the
the river.
main parts of the Volta River. And just a hint, ziko 3.
Sasa ingekuwa mbili ingekuwa hizo.
So the time is done. So the names. Oh, the black Volta, the white Volta, and the red Volta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this kind of questions.
Baya leo.
Okay. African countries 500.
So African countries for 500. So in which year did Tanzania get its independence? Tanzania ilipata uhuru mwaka gani? You have 4 seconds. Nubian Panthers. You have
1962?
1962 is incorrect. Franto, you have a chance.
1964.
1964 is incorrect. So the time is done.
61.
So walipata independence 1961.
Yeah, I got 2 kama 1. Yeah,
Kwa Kenya.
Nataka kusema 62 na 60.
Sawa, twende twende.
Okay.
So currently these are the scores. Franto negative 500, Agua Boys 500, Nubian Panthers negative 1,000.
Umejibu 500 500.
Yeah, so Agua Boys chagua categories.
Okay. I mean the random 500 man.
No, all the 500s are done.
No,
Chagueni ndio ndio.
From 500.
Yes,
African sports 500.
Okay, African sports for 500. Okay, African sports for 500. Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman in 1974 in this African country. Agua Boys. Egypt is incorrect. Franto.
Zaire.
Yeah. Zaire.
Iko sawa, iko sawa.
Yeah.
Zaire.
Congo, DRC, Zaire. Yeah, that's correct. So, so let's go Franco.
African sports for 400.
African sports for 400. This is a double question. So if you get it right, 800. If it's incorrect, negative 400. So how many times has South Africa won the World Rugby Championship? Like World Cup, yeah, rugby. Imeshinda.
7 zama.
No, ni World Cup. Ni kwa 7 World Cup.
4 seconds.
Wasema World Cup.
Yeah. So South Africa has won it 3 times. Sawa, twende Franco.
And African infrastructure 400.
African infrastructure 400. Wameamua ni go big or go home. Ndio hiyo. The longest bridge in Africa is found in this country.
That's a good question.
The longest bridge in Africa is in this country.
Where's Kano
5 seconds. So the longest bridge in Africa is found in Nigeria. Inaitwa the third mainland bridge.
Kubaya.
Sawa, twende.
African countries 400.
Go big or go home.
Mazee tujapata chance ya kushika hiyo karatasi.
So what is the capital city of Chad? Franco.
N'Djamena.
N'Djamena is correct.
The random 400.
Random for 400. Go big or go home. Go big or go home. So what is Nelson Mandela's middle name? Other boys.
Madiba.
Madiba is incorrect.
Holy
Yeah, that's correct. So that's 400 for Franco.
Madiba is African rivers 400.
African rivers for?
400.
African rivers for 400. So what is the largest flowing river into the Indian Ocean from Africa? The largest flowing river into the Indian Ocean from Africa. Hint, iko hapo on the east hapo tu. Haiwezi ikakuwa from the west. Anyone?
100% sure.
Anyone? Ama niwape 10 seconds tena. You have 10 seconds, 5 seconds. So time is done. So it's the Zambezi River. Zambezi River.
Sports. African sports for 300.
African sports for 300. Go big or go home. So which country won the last edition of the Africa Cup of Nations? Nubian Panthers?
Algeria.
Algeria is indeed correct. Algeria played the final against Senegal. Wakashinda.
Sio tumepata.
Umepata, it's correct.
Jamaa amesema hatujapata.
No.
Calm down.
Hey. For once, man. Hey.
Kuna furaha mpwito mwili ya kibogoyo.
African countries, Carlos.
No, chukua.
African countries, 300.
African countries for 300.
Yeah.
So, what does the white color in the Nigerian flag represent? Nubian Panthers?
Peace.
Peace is indeed correct.
Guys. Random 300.
Random 300. Let's go. Okay, so what's the name of the theme song for the 2010 World Cup? Panthers?
I mean, Waka Waka.
Waka Waka is indeed correct. So these are the current scores.
Tumekuja 0.
Franto is at 800. Agua Boys -400. Nubian Panthers -100.
African countries 200.
So African countries for 200. African countries for 200. So what is the largest country in Africa? Agua Boys? Congo
Yes.
is incorrect. So Franto? Algeria is correct.
Nyewe kwanza. Hadi ama hivi walikuwa 1000.
African infrastructure for 300. So
Relax man.
Kigali Convention Center is in this country. Nubian Panthers? Rwanda is correct.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Then random for 200.
Random for 200. Random for 200. Miambili. Miambwekze. Yeah. Where was the famous movie Sarafina acted? France. Okay, there's.
Agua Boys.
Yeah, it yeah.
Okay, Agua Boys. South Africa is indeed correct.
Hey, you want to?
Yo, we are not the second, we are number one.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, something happened.
Like the last time.
The last time.
They were the same.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Agua Boys mnafanya nini?
African rivers for 300.
Unacheka wewe.
Yeah.
Kitu mnafanya.
African rivers for 300. So, what is the deepest river in the world? Deepest river in the world. Franto?
Congo.
The Congo River is indeed correct. So these are the current scores. Franto, they are leading at 1300. Nubian Panthers at 200. Agua Boys -400. Dakika za lala salama.
200. The sports then. African sports for 200.
African sports for 200. These two countries are famous for mid-distance and long-distance running. Agua Boys, Ethiopia and Kenya is indeed correct.
Number 2.
Buzz.
African rivers 200.
African rivers for 200. River Tana is the longest river in this country. Franto, Kenya is indeed correct.
African infrastructure 200.
African infrastructure for 200. African infrastructure for 200. So this is a double question. If you get it right, it's 400 points for you. If it's wrong, unatolewa -200. So give me the number of highways in the Trans-Africa Highway Network. Franco, you have 10 seconds.
9.
9 is indeed correct.
Yay! Homework.
Twende.
Najua tu ngiangalia sikuwa ninanua niangalia.
African sports 100.
African sports for 100. African sports for 100. The famous organization using basketball as a means to educate and enrich the lives of the African youth. The famous organization using basketball as a means to educate and enrich the lives of the African youth. Agua Boys. NBA is incorrect.
Salute youth.
So, so the time is done. So it's called the Giants of Africa.
Giants of Africa.
But siko najua ni gani.
Yeah.
Niko najua ni Masai.
Wanaanza kuwa
Yaani NBA amekuja tu on board after Masai ishafanya.
So let's go. Dakika za lala salama. We have 4 categories remaining.
African
Agua Boys mko sawa hata kushinda.
for 100.
Mko sawa.
African infrastructure for 100.
Cheki mko sawa.
Libya and Algeria's economies are based on this commodity. Afranto, oil is indeed correct.
Hii kubazi bana. Ya bazi wa kwanza bana.
Okay. Franto, let's
African
go.
countries for 100.
African countries for 100. The source of the river Nile is in this country. Nubian Panthers.
Uganda.
Uganda is indeed correct.
Sasa nayo acha iko Kenya.
So these are the current scores. Franco 2000, Agua Boys negative 200, Nubian Panthers 300.
Hapa kuna
Random 100.
Random for 100. Random for 100. So name 2 countries famous for jollof rice. Agua Boys
Ghana, Nigeria.
Bana ni sisi bana. Ni sisi bana.
is indeed correct.
Ni sisi bana.
Nasema Nubian hapa.
Ni sisi.
Ungesema nini?
Nimecheza tena hiyo kitu.
But ni sisi. Wewe yenu nini?
Yeah, inaonyesha nini tu?
Yeah.
Nimeswitch.
Yeah.
Kwenda tuonyesha
Hata
tena
hivi
vile mwafanyia.
hivyo basi lakini
Yeah, so African rivers for 100. African rivers for African rivers for 100. What is the longest river in Africa? Agua Boys.
Nile.
The river Nile is indeed correct. So, even ndio kutaenda. Franco wako na 2000. They will bet with the 2000. Ama wanaweza bet hadi hapo. Agua Boys at 0. Watabet with 1000. Alafu Nubian Panthers wataongeza 700. So watabet with 1000. 300. So inaongeza 700. Watabet na 1000. Same na Agua Boys na Franco. So the category is African sports. African sports. Sawa. So mnaweza bet hapo. So the bonus question is, what's the number of countries that participate in the Africa Cup of Nations? What's the number of countries that participate in the Africa Cup of Nations? So Franco walibet na one bob and they said 16. Nubian Panthers waliweka 1000 wakasema 16. and the Agua Boys walieka 1000 na wakasema 24. So the number of teams that participate in the Africa Cup of Nations is 24. So these are the final scores. Toronto 1999,
Yes, sir.
Agua Boys 1000, Nubian Panthers -700.
Ndio walikuwa kwanza utakuwa mwisho.
Nenda tu wa kwanza.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah man, so tutapea wase chance na wakiweza watufungie hii Jeopardy.
Yeah. Sema tumeshinda.
Ukienda in a competition, chagua the team that you can work with now. Once and again, unaona. Sasa a strong team inaleta strong results ambayo mnaona hapa.
Yeah.
So Frank unacha kuongeza.
Yeah, mimi tunasema tu the next time bring it on. We ready. We ready. Lakini wazee tunashukuru. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tuna appreciate all the love, all the support, and usisahau ku
Do the
like,
thing.
subscribe,
Do
do
the
the
thing.
thing hapo chini wazee. Alafu tutakutana next time. Asanteni.
Before tuende,
We out.
nasema